Hey, it's Justin. One of the things that I do when I'm giving a demo is I talk about the critical nature of telling a story. As accountants, ultimately our number one job is to tell a story. And it doesn't matter who we're telling it to. What we're trying to do is we're trying to gather information and be able to tell the story in a way that is understandable to the recipient. And if that recipient is the IRS, great. We provide it in the way that they can understand it. If that recipient is our client, amazing. We provide it in a way that they can understand it. And it's not that we're dumbing it down. It's that we're carefully bringing the story together to give them the information that they absolutely need when they need it. Our clients need information to be really digestible. They need to be able to have reports that if they have 2 seconds to look at it, they get something valuable out of it. They have 2 minutes, they get something amazingly valuable. And if they have 20 minutes, they get something valuable out of it. It's so important for us to create reports in such a way that it's adding value to the client. Now, if we can do that in a way that makes the reports also attractive, that's even better. Having a good illustrator in a story makes that story even that much more captivating. But it's imperative either way that we're providing information on a level that is really, really understandable. When I was at my former business, it was a NASDAQ company. We presented to the board of directors all the time. The first time I presented, I was super nervous. Now, these guys were phenomenally intelligent people. They were, I mean, some of them had credentials that were astounding. And it was almost like they were out of the movies. Their credentials were so incredible. And I was presenting to them and I tried to use the biggest words I had in my vocabulary. I threw everything I had at them because I was a little bit nervous and I was trying to give them my all. And so I brought the most complex information that I had and I blurbed it right in front of them. After about 3 minutes into the conversation or into the presentation, they held up their hand. One of them said, "Justin, we're a bunch of old guys. We don't really understand what you're trying to say here. Can you simplify it down for us?" And I thought, I don't believe my ears. I don't believe that there's these incredibly intelligent human beings and that I'm having to simplify what I'm working on for them. And I changed my presentation to more of a conversational tone. We more discussed what the critical metrics were, the drivers, the things that were happening in my department, and we had so much of a more effective conversation. And I was able to get information to their minds that they would have never gotten otherwise had they not stopped me and said, "Hey, slow it down a little bit for us." We have to do the same thing with our clients. Sometimes we want to present information. Well, sometimes we're nervous because sometimes our clients are scary. Sometimes we have to present information and we try to present it on our level. But that's not what we need to do. We need to absolutely figure out a way to present it on their level. So how do we do that? How do we give information that is exactly what they need? The first step in all of that is to listen. Listen carefully to what your client's saying. We all have egos, and so they're going to say that they understand things that they may not fully understand. We do too. Everybody does it. So listen carefully to what they're saying and try to understand how much they really understand about what they're trying to get. Also, sometimes they're trying to get out information. They're trying to get out understanding of their business in a way that they can't quite describe what they're looking for. So let's extrapolate that a little bit. Let's pull it apart and try to understand exactly what they're looking for. What are the drivers they're looking for? Ultimately, anytime we're getting information, we're just the navigator in the car. We're telling the driver where to drive. That is such an amazing opportunity for us to be that navigator because we're really helping the driver make decisions. Do they make the decision? Yes. But do we help them make that decision? Certainly. And it's a powerful position that we can be in because we can really help them in a way that is going to really affect their business. So we need to be looking for those drivers. So listen carefully to what they're saying. Extrapolate, try to understand what their meaning is when they request certain things. And then, of course, give the information that they absolutely need when they need it. So that's just a little bit about reporting. It's a little bit about the nerdiness of all this stuff. We'll get into it so much more, but here's a little video just on exactly how to deliver that information in a way to your clients that they can understand it.